Katie Couric reporting tonight from Baghdad.
We begin 4 days of special broadcasts on one of the most critical issues facing our country today, the war. The president's message, the surge is working here. I think there are definitely areas where the situation is improving. You do see signs of life that seem to be normal. The progress of the surge, it really is a trend. You say that Fallujah is a real success story. Does this, hopefully, in your view, placate critics of the war on Capitol Hill?
General Petraeus, not to sound negative, when you were talking to me earlier, you got pretty emotional about it. What were the biggest mistakes made?
Well, if you go to my 5 pages of Senate testimony, you can find those, but we're focusing to the future now.
Come on, just give me a quick thumbnail sketch. All right, I'll look it up.
That level of violence, the number of ethno-sectarian deaths, you name it, the number of incidents.
Sunni, Shia, killings, Shia, Sunni.
Has been reduced dramatically.
In other words, you're seeing success.
Life is now slowly returning to normal. How important was the surge in getting this done?
As you have a situation where you are spiraling upward instead of spiraling downward.
And he told me he thought the trend was
Spiraling upward instead of spiraling downward.
Leading a congressional delegation to Baghdad's oldest market over the weekend, Senator McCain crowed about the safety of the city since the American troop surge.
Things are getting better in Iraq.
But according to someone who was actually with the delegation, that sense of security required a massive military operation. Dozens of U.S. soldiers, snipers, helicopters hovering overhead. And today, all that security was gone. There was a shooting here just a few days ago, he says. One of our friends got shot in the leg by a sniper.
Anything surprise you in particular?
Well, I was surprised, you know, after I went to eastern Baghdad, I was taken to the Alawi market, and, you know, this market seemed to be thriving.
So tell me about this market.
Well, this market is again just wonderful to see because again it's the most important statement of revival, if you will.
And so you do see signs of life that seem to be normal. Of course, that's what the U.S. military wants me to see, so you have to keep that in mind as well.
I think we have to be really careful about when we cite statistics. The next question that she should have asked was for an explanation by him of what he meant by a reduction in violence, when in fact all of the information that we have seen is that violence continues at a high level. That market was little more than a movie set on which a play was taking place. It's the responsibility of a journalist to make sure that you ask the hard questions after you ask the softball.